Okay, so just to show you how to remove the radio, well, first of all the center console panel and then the radio from the Aygo Mark II. So the golden rule is no metal tools on visible plastics because you will mark them. And rule number 2 is you don't need to use any power tools, so no battery powered screwdrivers or wrenches, because they're generally just too powerful to use on interior plastics. You can end up cracking the plastic. So all we need really is a little trim tool, plastic trim tool, and a crosshead screwdriver for the couple of screws at the top of the radio. So if we go to the radio console panel, we should be able to pull it away at the bottom with fingers. We shouldn't need a tool. It's a little bit tight. Start at one side, give it a tug, okay, and it will pop forward. Don't pull it straight off because there are 2 retaining clips at the top here. So we need to take the trim tool and we need to just push those clips up. There's one here. Okay, and there's another one over here, and the panel will then come forward. Okay, and we need to remove the hazard warning switch connector just here. And it helps if I just press down the little tab there and it pops out. And then we've got the center console panel free. Pop that out of the way. The vent panel at the top here, that just lifts up. So we lift the front up, front should pop up. And then just pull it forward, and that's free. And then we've got 2 screws, 2 crosshead screws at the top of the radio. Just undo those. 2. And the radio is held by 4 locating pegs, and so it's just really a question of pulling it forward. So the best way is to lever your finger between the radio and the dash and just apply a bit of force to pop it forward. It's in there quite tight, so that's one side. The other side. So the radio is now free, and the next thing to do is to remove the wiring connectors from the back. Now these are typically pretty tight, so there's usually a tab you have to press down. Riddle connector out, so that's the 28 pin auxiliary connector, which carries things like the steering wheel control, the reverse signal, the microphone connection and so forth. Next to it we've got the 8 pin reversing camera connector. Okay, then across to this side we have the blue HFC 2 connector, which is for the DAB antenna. It's in there pretty tight. Try and pry that out. Then we've got the USB connector. And then we've got the FM antenna connector down on that side. And finally, across at the right hand side, we've got the main power and front speaker connector. That's got a tab on it I need to press down. And finally that's out. Okay. Just to go over the connectors, FM antenna connector with a 12 volt feed for the active antenna amplifier, HFC 2 connector for DAB, USB connector which goes down to the front panel, USB socket below the heater controls, reversing camera connector if you've got a reversing camera fitted, the 10 pin Toyota power and front speaker connector, and 28 pin auxiliary connector which carries steering wheel controls, reversing signal, microphone connection, and so on, and that's it.